I think Scotland at the moment is a team they're in a good space, and I know their coaching staff very well. If you look at a guy like Kriel, I've played with him at the Sharks, and I know his philosophy very well, that he enjoys good running rugby, and also Brad from New Zealand. I think you can see the impact they've got, the influence they've got in that team. Very, very confident players in that side, and if you look at a guy like Phil Russell at 10, which is probably one of the best playmakers in the game, and we know it's their strength, but once again, I think with what we have faced so far as a team, if you think about playing against the All Blacks twice already this year, I think that was a good practice for us going towards the World Cup, because probably if you look at the style of play Scotland are using, probably coast to coast, where they send the ball wide a lot, I think it's exactly what you normally face against the All Blacks, so probably at the moment, yes, they're up there, they're one of the best attacking teams, but once again, as a team also, we've done our homework on them. We'll make sure that we also enforce our game plan into them. Yeah, Kanye, so it's a very, very tough pool, but once again, our main focus at the moment, like we've always openly spoke about it, it's going to be the toughest game we're going to play in this World Cup will probably be Scotland, the first game. Because if you think about it, any of the teams between Scotland, not to disrespect other teams, but if you look at Scotland, number 5th team in the world currently, you've got Ireland, the best team in the world currently, and you've got us. So all three teams are in the top 5 when it comes to the rankings, and it's going to be a tough game, but once again, it's a World Cup, I think the games that we've played in the past against them don't count anymore. If you also look at the results yesterday, like I always say, probably in the top 8 teams in the world rankings, if you're not at your best on a day, you're probably you're gonna have a long day at the office, So the key thing for us, I think we want to have a positive start, and I know it's not gonna be easy because Scotland also up for the game, but we'll do everything in our powers, and the history tells you, listen, even if you lose the first game, you can still go all the way and win the World Cup. So, but the key thing for us is just to keep on improving on how we play the game, and I always tell people also, probably the game that we've learned the most in this season so far is the game we played against the All Blacks in Auckland, We had a lot of lessons as a team and as a coaching staff, and if you can see at the moment, the momentum when it comes to results behind our team, I think things are going well at the moment, but once again, we're going to have to pitch tomorrow to be able to win the game. I think it will be massive. It will be massive, like I said, okay, between the 3 teams, unfortunately, someone is not going to qualify to go to the playoffs. So that's why it's key for us to have a good start and make sure that we keep on building from where we left when we played against the All Blacks in Twickenham, and it's going to be a tough World Cup. It's going to be a tough World Cup. I know a lot of people don't give other teams a chance. If you look at a team like Wales on the other side with New Zealand, with Australia and England, so it's also going to be a tricky competition when it comes to those teams. So you saw what happened yesterday between the All Blacks and France. When you don't pitch up on the day, we'll probably have a long day at the office, but I think the key thing for us is the good start. Like we've always openly said before, the biggest game for us in the World Cup is the first game against Scotland. So if we can have a good start, I think that will put us in a better space, I think, as a team. And hopefully also going forward, we've got a big squad, And then I think, unfortunately for some of the players who didn't make the squad of 23, but I think we've got the right tools in place to go all the way, and but the key thing is the game that we're going to play tomorrow.
Yeah, I think obviously a lot of excitement going into the game. I think everyone watched the opening game last night and started getting into the feeling of the tournament and the whole World Cup in itself. I think tomorrow, obviously going to be a massive challenge, something that we are really excited for and something that I believe that we'll be up for. On the weather, I think it's something that we as a team have been embracing. We a lot prefer the heat to the rain. So I think the guys have been really happy, enjoying the heat, and I think we've adapted well. So yeah, I think they're both really exciting players, and I think they've really been playing well for Scotland lately. Obviously, Hugh Jones played a lot of his rugby in South Africa, so played against him quite a bit there, and yeah, I think he was really good for the Stormers. And then Tupugatu played against him over in Japan. He played for the same team that Kwagga plays for, Yamaha. So familiar with both of them and know what they can do. They're unbelievably exciting on the ball, and I think they've added a lot to the Scotland team. So yeah, another big challenge tomorrow, and like I said, something that we are really excited for as a team, and yeah, just go out there and give it our best shot. Yeah, I think Sia speaks about it a lot. I think we as a team like to stay connected to South Africa, to our roots, and to all the people that support us week in and week out. We know that the responsibility we have as a team and how it changes the mood of our country. We're obviously facing a lot of, I wouldn't say difficulties, but obstacles that we have in our country, and I think for the while that the people watch the Springboks play, I think they forget about that and kind of unite. So we've seen what rugby can do for our country over the years, and how it really brings everyone together, and I think that's remains the most important thing for us as a team going into this tournament.